So, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today guys, I'm with who?
Brian Chen.
Brian Chang, bro. What did you do this weekend?
I got top 32 with Pendulums.
Pure Pendulums?
Yeah.
Okay, you know, you guys all know that I don't usually get meta deck profiles on top 32s, but Pendulums, the only one, the top. How do you feel, man, this weekend?
I feel pretty good. I was honestly not expecting to come here, but I'm glad I did.
Why did you decide to play Pendulums?
I decided to play Pendulums because I felt like it was like a Goki deck. Where it had insane going first boards, but all the cards are playable, unlike Goki sometimes. Like you can Pendulum summon the hand traps and it becomes like Meteor Burst or like other extenders.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, in your opinion, what are your thoughts about Electromagnetic 101? Like,
Electromagnetic 101, it hurts the deck as in the way that it can't play around Ogre as much because Call is very bad in the deck.
Right.
But there's also cards like Witch Magician that also like makes it easier to kill your opponent, and yeah, honestly, it's not a big deal. I thought it was okay.
Okay. All right, awesome. And you know what? Anything else you want to say before we start with the deck profile?
Oh yeah, before I get started, I'd like to give just let you guys know to get your mats at tsx1.com.
tsx1.com, guys. You guys are amazing, bro. Brian, thank you. Thank you. All right, man. Let's get started, bro.
All right. So for the monsters, I played 3 Chronograph and 1 Time Gazer.
Yes.
You obviously have to play this because of the Chronograph. Chronograph by itself is just really good. Best extender in my opinion. And then for the Mythical Beast, I played 3 Cerberus and 2 Jackal. So if you open these 2 together and you Cerberus, and on resolution you can summon Chronograph to summon Jackal, and as long as you scale, you have something in the scale, you can play around Ghost Ogre because Jackal would just negate the hand trap that would stop Electromite.
Right, so this card is your hand trap negator.
Correct, yeah. It also stops ways that like they can break your board going second. So yeah, this was really good. This obviously you can't summon ever unless you Chronograph it, but yeah, it's a really good extender. I also played 3 Darkworm and 2 Gate Zero. You have to play this because like it's so good. Darkworm by itself would make you Electromite, and it makes Dark Rebellion pretty easily, as well as sets up plays for next turn in case you don't kill him. Right. And then this makes Absolute.
How often do you summon this off your scale?
You summon it a lot because Dark Enshrine and 1 hand trap easily becomes Meteor Burst with Gate Zero, and if people don't know that when you overlay with it, Absolute Dragon actually has a second effect where when something declares an attack, you can negate the attack and then summon an Ardice from the grave. So you can summon a 0 attack monster and attack, just declare an attack just because, and then you can detach a material and summon Meteor Burst, and Meteor Burst is a cold wave for the turn for monsters.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
And that's it for like the standard extended, yeah. And then obviously I play the Magicians. I played 3 Harmonizing. It's the best one because it gets to whatever you need. It's 2 monsters in 1, and it's a tuner too. 3 Wisdom Eye. This card's pretty good, but like I tried to max out on Pen Call, but sometimes you just can't afford to like brick, so you just have to play 3 Wisdom Eye. And then for the other Magician, I played 2 Black Fang and 2 Purple Poison. Purple Poison is really good because it pushes for damage and it outs Floodgates against like Alter Guys and 2 Draco. That's what this deck has like an advantage over Goki in. You don't have to main twins, your deck just inherently has an out to all the Floodgates. And then the last 3 Magicians are 2 Oath and then the level 7. This is pretty good, indicates lights, Firewall's a light, so yeah. Nice.
How often did you negate Firewall?
Twice this weekend.
Oh, nice. With Thank you, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
But most of the time it didn't matter because I hand trapped them, but they tried to bounce a Firewall and then I just negated it.
Nice.
Yeah. And then this is actually like kind of random. So going into this event, I was like, there's a lot of FTK or like different decks that will kill you the first turn or like U-Link you. So I decided to play hand traps. I usually don't. So I played 2 Ash Blossom, 1 Ghost Ogre, and 1 Ghost Spell.
How does the engine work out for you, especially in Pendulums?
It's pretty good because they're level 3, so you can easily Pendulum summon it. Drone Lockbird, you can't Pendulum summon unless you scale the Gate 0, which is a 0 scale, obviously. Right. But I feel like these were like the best ones to play that you could Pendulum summon. And I didn't want to clog on doubles unless it was like the best hand trap, which I thought was Ash. So yeah, that's why I played this number. I obviously decided more for the FTKs, but like yeah, this worked out really well for me because obviously the Darkworm hand trap combo and Meteor Burst is really easy to make in this deck.
How many FTKs did you face against this?
I actually played 0 FTKs. I played mostly Goki in closer to the top cut.
Did it usually like hand loop you or what?
No, they would just try to U-Link me, but I honestly scooped before they could, or I would just hand trap them and they couldn't do anything.
Oh, so so the best idea before they U-Link, you just scoop so they don't know what you're playing? Yeah,
correct. So they would think I'm playing Striker or the FTK, and obviously they'll try to side in Cherries because they can't afford to lose. And obviously no one plays Cherries. You don't have room for Electromite in Goki.
Nice.
Yeah, so I take advantage of that and just like try to scoop so I could just like play the game.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's why I play these specific hand traps. And then the best card of the deck is Pot of Desires. This card says draw 2. And the best thing you could desire is a Pendulum Call with Darkworm, but most of the time, actually my last round of Swiss, I was actually supposed to lose because he had 4 Link monsters. Gumbler, Firewall, Phoenix, and something else, I think Binary or something, and he gave me Iblis, so I desired into Pen Call. I normal to summon a Dark, and it's just a coincidence that Iblis is a Dark, so you can make the Wee Witch Magician.
Wow.
So I made a Wee Witch Magician, and then Pendulum Summon, and then just like killed him, pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah, so this card just becomes any like playable card in your deck, which is why it's like so good. And honestly, like, people can argue that Thunder Dragons are a real deck and this is just like doesn't do anything, but I honestly didn't respect the deck enough because it's just like you can easily break the board in this deck.
Right, and then like Thunder Dragon at this point is just like the new Evil Swarms, kind of, right?
Yeah, basically. Once you break the board, it's really hard for them to come back, especially when they like don't have fusion access.
Right.
Yeah. Those are my round 1 and round 3 opponents. Yeah, and that's what I noticed when I threw out the tournament. And I also played 2 Dragon Shrine and Foolish Burial. These are like basically extenders. You play 2 Shrine because Foolish is at 1, and Foolish comes up sometimes, so you can send a Magician and you can Blackfang it back. But honestly, it's just like a backup plan if this gets hashed.
Nice, awesome.
Yeah, so I played 40 in the main deck.
And okay, so that's pretty much it for your main deck. Do you have anything else that you possibly want to change in the main?
Honestly, not really. I really like the just the deck choices. Maybe play like a different hand trap instead of the second Ash, but other than that, I really like the main deck.
Okay, main deck is flawless.
Yeah, in my opinion, yeah. I honestly like tested it a lot at locals.
All right, awesome. Let's go up to your side or extra?
Extra.
So let's go to extra deck, okay.
Yeah, all right. So obviously you play the 1 card Electromites. This card is by itself is really good. Also play Wee Witch. This is in case your Electromite gets Ghost Ogred. And then obviously you can link with Iblis like I said earlier. And it makes all your Darks gain 500. And if you Pendulum Summon 4 Darks, that's an extra 2,500 with it. And an Underclock in case I don't have a Dark or a Pendulum. And then Decode. So I didn't play Zephyr Metaltron because Zephyr Metaltron doesn't really amount to anything because they can just Widow Anchor all your stuff anyways, but if you make Decode Talker with Dweller Vortex, they can Impermanence you and you can just suck the Dweller under it, so it won't get impermed, and it stops Widow Anchor and Afterburner. And Cerberus and Phoenix. It's any targeting, and if they twin you can negate twin as well.
Wow, okay, so this one has obviously more application than Metaltron here.
Yeah, but Metaltron, I guess, has more like, it gives you more potential comeback, it has more comeback potential, but this is just like better against like every other deck this format.
Nice.
Yeah, and then obviously when Boros Sword,
OTK?
you can Pendulum Summon like 10 monsters a turn basically, and you can just like make free Boros Swords. Right. So yeah, those are the links. And then the 1 Fusion, Vortex, you have to play it. I decided to play Omega and this. I didn't play Ignister because it doesn't really do anything. This clears an entire board, and then if it attacks a monster, it's like a Bomber Dragon, it destroys it, and then inflicts damage equal to its attack. Wow, okay. And this is really good in like sniping your opponent's hand, so you can decide to make a Blind Dweller or a Blind Tornado Dragon. But most of the time, if I don't have access to Omega, I just make a Dweller because Dweller beats like 90% of the meta. Yeah, so that's why I play that. And what's really cool about this is it can shuffle back Ray, so you can just kill him easily. And then if your Dweller gets killed by Suprex, you can put Dweller back and you basically play 4 turns with Dweller. Nice. Yeah, the Media Burst is really good because you can make it. It's a cold wave for monsters, like I mentioned earlier.
So you go into him a lot?
Yeah, I go to him a lot. The one I go into the least is probably this one. Because honestly, the other cards like kill pretty easily. This is like a backup play. They have like 5 monsters that like I can't kill all at once. Right. Yeah. So that's it for the synchros. I play the one. Oh, sorry. And I'll play the 1 Absolute. Like I said, it has like cool interaction in the battle phase. Yeah, and I played Naruto. Honestly, I was thinking about cutting it because I stopped making it. You never ever like harmonizing Oath. You want a harmonizing a 4 or a 7 to make Vortex or Dweller. But it does come up sometimes if you want like insurance that Engage will get negated as an extender for Goki. And I played a Abyss Dweller. This is like probably defining the format right now. If I can make this, I'll probably win the game. Right. Even against Striker, if I have Dweller and Vortex, like you already win. Yeah, because the scariest thing about playing against Striker and negating the Kagari is they'll get Ray back. But if they're under Dweller, their Metaphors Fusion and Ray doesn't really become anything.
I have a question. So you know how like usually like Pendulums they throw like 5-6 negates, right? Yeah. Like the way you play Pendulum is just like simple: Decode Talker, Abyss Dweller, Vortex. Negate.
Yeah. So this is since they're like basically 6 Gokis that you played. This is basically 6 negates because it negates all 6 Gokis plus Mally. So it's like this is like infinite infinite negates.
Okay, so
and you can't really put a number on that.
So it's like simplicity is key with this deck.
Yeah, because if you try to make a deck with multiple negates, you have to play multiple bricks to get there.
Oh.
And with this deck, you just keep the game plan simple. You just make Dweller Vortex.
So simple game plan.
Simple game plan is like the best game plan.
Okay, simple game plan is the best game plan.
Yeah, and then I played this. This does a lot of damage. Most of the time, on average, it does like 5,000 damage. Wow. Because it makes the opponent's monster 0 and it gains the same amount, and it doesn't target.
Nice.
So yeah, that's why I played that. And then Tornado Dragon, like I said earlier, if I Omega Snipe a trap card, I'm just gonna make Tornado Dragon instead of Dweller. And this like outs floodgates if I have access to it. And honestly, the spiciest card in my extra deck was Honor Arc.
How good is this card?
This card is so good. So the plan against Thunder Dragon is you Honor Arc the problem card, and then you Boral Sword and you kill him. And against Sky Striker, you suck the Shizuku or Kagari or Hayate, and then you just kill him that way. So you just go Denko, and then you suck, and then you make Boral Sword and you kill him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I played each of the cards in the extra deck.
Nice. Pretty unique. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your side deck?
My side deck was kind of basic, but I guess it's what it is. Yeah. 3 Denko. When you go against Striker, like they don't really side Solemn Morning or Judgment, and this and Pendulum Summon 4 is just like pretty much game. Especially if you play Honor Arc, like they can't Ray occur to block attacks.
So you Honor Arc the Striker monster, like Ray doesn't trigger?
Because it doesn't count as leaving the field. It's still on the field, but it just gets sucked under.
Oh.
Yeah, that's like the whole like reasoning behind it.
How about like Unicorn Spin? Still work the same?
Unicorn Spin, but it leaves the field, so Ray would still trigger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then this by itself, like if they don't have like access, because they'll like set a lot of cards off multi-roll, and then like if they don't have like another card in their hand, and they depend on multi-roll, then they can't really do anything. They have to hope they top deck engage.
Smart.
Yeah. And then I play 3 Pankratops. This is against like Alter Guys or Striker. This trades really well.
Attack and you kill something.
Yeah, basically, it has a lot of attack, and it's super cool because this guy is actually level 7, so you can actually make Absolute with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then round 8, I played against a dinosaur guy, and I figured out that this is a 1 card out to Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. You just summon it and you just trade it. So it was like really good. And then 3 Drone Lockbird. This is for the Goki and the FDK. Yeah, you just can't afford to not play Droll. I only side against the FDK though. Like against Striker is not very good because these cards are just so much better.
Right.
Yeah. And I also played 3 Imperm. Same reason. Even if they have Midbreaker, you have to side it in. And then against like Rogue decks as well. And the last card was Red Reboot. Didn't really use it that much. I don't think I ever used it actually. All my matchups were like go first combo decks that weren't like trap decks. My only loss was Alter Guys and Goki and Swiss.
And that's it? So, yeah. And then what'd you lose to in top 32?
I lost to Rongo Bongo. It's just like the Rangamiad deck.
Rongo?
Rongo Bongo, yeah.
Oh, damn. Nice. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, Brian, thank you so much for this amazing deck profile. Do you have anything else you want to say before we end out this video?
Can I give a couple shout-outs?
Of course.
Can I give a shout-out to my Team Royalty, Just with TCG. We're from the San Jose area. Yep. I also want to give a shout-out to Elvis Vu, Calvin Chow, I guess, Andy Hernandez, all my friends from 316, and then all my other friends and family. And and then also Joe for telling me I'll do good if I go to this event.
All right, awesome. Ryan, thank you so much. And this is Sam from Team Sam signing out. All right, guys, peace.
I feel like Usain in the cheetah print. Talk fresh game, I don't need a minute. R.I.P. the game, I need a minute. Okay, let's proceed with it. I'm in the house, got the deed with it. These bozos always sneak this and they taking shots. I'm a king with it. Like, no, this league business.